All right. Third time is a charm. It actually worked this time. So we're totally good. Hey guys, welcome back to the Photobooth Supply Co YouTube channel. My name's Cameron with the Photobooth Supply Co success team, and I'm here with a very special guest, Kat. We haven't seen you in a while on our YouTube channel, so it's nice to have you back. And today we are going to be talking about a really exciting new update that just released. It was last night, right? That it officially dropped.
Yes,
Stickers. So we are going to
I've
be
already
talking.
used it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really cool feature, and it's something that I know a lot of people have been looking for and asking for a while now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over all the details about how stickers work, how you set them up inside of Salsa, how you might use them to market, and then we're even going to talk a little bit about how you can make your own, because it's a lot easier than you might think. So with that said, let me jump right in. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we are going to be on the Salsa app, and you're going to be able to, you should be able to see my screen. Perfect. That one's working just fine. So getting getting the sticker set up is super easy. To do it, you just have to go into any of your events that have a virtual booth set up. So I've actually set up a special virtual booth for this live stream. Kat, if you don't mind sending the link in the chat, I would love to see you guys take some pictures and have your guys' pictures in the gallery. But to get
Yes.
the sticker set up, it's super easy. You just go into the configure event settings up here, go into the virtual booth settings, and then scroll down to stickers. Click on the sticker settings button, and it's going to open a page with so many stickers.
So many. I can't get over how many there were in there.
Yeah, it's.
Like,
I think there's
there's
how many
actually
are there?
over
Like,
200,
yeah. So there is a crazy
213.
amount. That's nuts. There's a crazy amount of
Yeah.
stickers here, and there's a ton for pretty much every holiday. Every holiday, every time of year. Like, if you're having an
Yep.
event, you should find some stickers in here that work for you.
Yeah.
So actually applying these stickers, it's super easy to do. I've already applied a couple for this sample event that I made for you guys, and you really just go through, choose which ones you want. Again, you have this huge catalog of options, and if you wanted to go with, like this astronaut helmet, you just check the box. That's it. It's really
And there's
easy.
apparently no limit
Yeah, yeah,
because I don't know about you, but I tried checking off as many as I could.
yeah. I did too. I was like, I wonder if there is like a hard limit, and I didn't get to it. So
No.
I mean, obviously, you want to keep your options maybe not all
Yeah.
200 of them.
People don't do well with options. So like
Yeah,
I like to keep it at like anywhere between 4 and 6. Four
yeah,
and six I find is a good number for people to not like get overwhelmed with the number of props that they have.
yeah. No, for sure. And it just keeps it easy too. That way, people aren't going through, and it kind of keeps the process faster. But have more than one,
Hmm.
because the more you have, the more people are going to want to take more pictures and add more stickers, and you get more engagement. And I think, I mean, we've done so many live streams, Kat, all about engaging with the virtual booth, and the more ways that you can have your guests actually engage with the virtual booth, the better. So, Kat, I'm gonna ask
Hmm.
you how, because one of these, I've heard a couple of people, get really excited about the stickers like we are, but I don't know that everybody knows the best way to upsell these or to market these to their potential clients. So, tell us a little bit about how you do it.
So before I do that, someone just gave us feedback saying that they
Yeah.
can barely hear you, but they can hear me just fine.
Let me bump up the gain a little bit. If you can hear me, if you can't hear me, just let me know. Or if I'm still pretty quiet, just throw it again in the chat. But it should be a little bit louder now.
I'm fairly loud, so that's not unheard of.
Sweet.
Okay, so stickers. Again, this is just for virtual booth right now
Yep.
because obviously live events you can use props.
Yep.
Now for virtual booths, there's a bunch of different ways that you can use these. Obviously, you can definitely add anything from the library that you have. And if you guys got the email yesterday, there's a really handy PDF that you can just download and you can send that
Yeah.
to your clients. They can like circle whichever ones they want and send it back to you or like check it off or whatever. So that's really great and easy way for them to pick which ones they want. Or which is what we do is we actually select them for them based on like what their event is. And then if they say that they don't like one or something, then we'll switch it out for them.
Yeah.
And that's for like standard props. And this is what we've done in the past. Obviously, this was just released last night. So I'm just giving you my experience from, running virtual events for over a year now. uh,
But
the
they're
other
still
thing that you
popular
can
too.
do,
I mean, virtual events
oh,
are still
super
huge.
popular.
So You know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but so many people are starting to kind of work away from virtual events because in-person events are coming back, and that's great. But still utilize it, still market it, still focus a lot of your attention on it. Because whether it's, you know, for example, I actually was working with a booth owner last week, and they're doing an in-person event, but they're using virtual booth instead of their normal in-person booth. And the reason that they're doing
Yes.
it is because they're hosting a graduation party, and there's going to be a lot of people there, and they want to avoid having big groups of people gathering around one single booth. So they actually set up multiple backdrop stations to kind of keep people spread out, keep that distance between them. You still get that normal photo booth experience. It's just on your phone
Mm-hmm.
instead of with a physical booth. So yeah, virtual booth doesn't
Yep.
always mean just virtual.
No, and you're going to see this a ton, actually. Apparently, you're
I keep
still very
bumping it
low.
up.
You're putting,
I'm just gonna get louder and louder as the live
yeah.
stream goes on.
um yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought, but the virtual booth is not going away, like you said.
Yeah,
And that exact scenario that you just talked about, we actually had this exact same conversation with some clients this week, because we're planning a hybrid event for them. It's
sure.
going to be virtual. They have virtual people, they have in-person people, but they have a physical photo booth. But they're like, what happens if we can't do the physical photo booth because of whatever, maybe our numbers are still not great, maybe back,
Sure.
whatever it is. They don't want someone touching a photo booth, or even just like having that photo booth there. So what we came up with was the same thing. Like, I'm like, well, we'll set up the lighting, we'll set up the backdrop, we'll make it the same experience and just have that experience on the phone. But then what that lets us do is, not only do we have that experience in the phone, like in this nice, well lit area, we can also put QR codes on the
Yeah.
tables. Then people are told, that they're encouraged to take photos at the table as well while they're having dinner and sitting down. They can have these QR codes throughout the event. Everyone who's online is also going to get a chance to do it as well, and they get it on the live gallery. And now with stickers, like we can have stickers that people
Mm-hmm.
can play around with if they want to put a little bit of extra stuff on their photos. And it doesn't have to be glasses and
Yeah.
mustaches and that kind of stuff. I mean, there's the helmet that you selected there. That one's a
Yeah.
great one
Yeah, for
because
sure.
people can like literally put it over, right? I love doing space stuff right now. It's like my favorite thing. But branded props is another
Yeah.
one. So the stickers also, sorry, I keep calling them props. The stickers, branded stickers is one that's going to be a really huge one for really not just corporations, but even
Yeah.
like graduations are coming up.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys, but all of our graduation, we were supposed to do one next week. That was a drive-through graduation, and it literally just got canceled. And they don't have enough time to make it virtual, unfortunately.
Sure.
So everything else that we have going right now is virtual. And now we have all these like props that we've made specifically for the school. So it has the school's
Yeah.
name on it, and
Mascot,
then you
their
can upload them.
logo.
So exactly. So sometimes they'll send that to you, and you're going to have to resize it. And I don't know if you want to go into showing how easy it is to do,
Yeah.
but maybe we can do a quick one on Canva,
Yeah.
just to give you guys an idea of how easy it is to make these custom props for your client. And do charge extra for custom.
Yeah.
I mean, I would even charge, like, even if it's just an extra like $10 to $25 to activate your props
Yeah.
or your stickers. I will get this right. Your virtual to activate your virtual stickers.
I
Like,
mean, they're very
it's
similar to be
something.
fair, so.
They are, I know, but it's a whole new world nowadays.
Yeah.
But with custom, you can charge way more because there's a
Yeah.
design time, there's all that stuff that's involved. So there's a support article that gives you the correct sizing for making these. You want to make sure your background is transparent.
Yep.
But in Canva, if you have Canva Pro, they have a ton of things that are already in there that you can literally just drop in there. So like,
Yeah.
let's say we were doing, I don't know, let's say we're doing like a restaurant.
Sure.
You can find like,
We have
try
a
and find a
perfect one right
sandwich.
here. Like, there's even like,
Okay.
I think this is a piece of sushi, right? It looks like a piece of sushi. Maybe you
Oh
can't
yeah,
see it.
I
but-
can't see your screen.
But we'll pretend this is for a sushi restaurant, right? It was the first thing that popped up, but it's actually, I
Yeah.
mean, this is a really good example because it has, it has a piece of sushi, it has the name of the fake restaurant. And with Canva, and we've talked about this in some of the other videos I've done where you make overlays or photo templates in Canva. The cool part about it is you click on these and it's already got everything here for you. Really, the only thing you'd have to do in this case, if, let's say this was the finished result, or, maybe the name of the restaurant is different, who knows, you would just remove this background, this kind of like beige background from here.
Mm-hmm.
Delete that. And then just like you do for the overlays, like when we were talking about making overlays in Canva, you go up to download, and then you download the file, and you just want to make sure that you select that transparent background button so that you have that
Yep.
transparency and the sticker works correctly. But again, if you've made overlays in Canva, this is very, very similar. So yeah, super easy to do. And
And
even, yeah, go ahead.
let's talk about those overlays though for a second,
Yeah.
because one of the cool things that you can do with stickers too is you can actually create sizable overlays.
Yeah.
So your sticker would actually take up a lot of the image. And what you would do in this case is like maybe you have I'm going to use the space theme again, but maybe you have a photo of space and
Hmm.
then you have an astronaut, like a photorealistic astronaut in it, and people can actually like size it to their face. So then all
Yeah.
they see is their face and they're like in space.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. And it lets you be a little bit more creative, and it gives you a little bit more room to work with than maybe an overlay. Because again, like Kat was saying, with an overlay, if you want to have some sort of interactive overlay where it looks like that overlay is part of the person or whatever it might be, you can't, if there's two people in the frame, for example, well, there's not really a workaround for that, right? Unless you have two overlays for it. Whereas with the stickers, you can
Mm-hmm.
have your normal overlay, your branded look, but you can still have those elements that allow you to adjust it depending on how close are you to your phone. How far away are you? How many people are in the picture? Um, and there's a ton of different, there's a
Yep.
ton of different just customization options. And again, I love Canva for this kind of stuff because with Canva, there's so many elements and so many things you can do. So if I just delete this out of here and we're just starting with a blank slate again, now that we've created the one that has the piece of sushi and the name of the restaurant. If I go to the elements here and I search sushi, for example, I have so many of these, and you could really, I mean, realistically speaking, use a lot of these for your stickers. Just use
Mm-hmm.
what Canva gives you. Like, for example, this one right here, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, throw it right in the middle, and I'm going to download this one. And I'm going to do the same thing, transparent background, download. That's it. And I can do the same thing with
Yep.
another design so that I have a couple different options for my client. So yeah, super easy to do. And again, if you have Canva Pro, I mean, I don't think it gets much easier than this, to be honest with you.
No, I love Canva.
Yeah.
I have
No.
my own in-house designer and I still love Canva.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, I'm just gonna throw it up on Canva. You can do it on your phone
Yeah.
too, which is the best
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. For like,
Canva mobile.
yeah, or on your iPad even. Like if you do everything on
Yep.
your iPad, like making a design in Canva on an iPad is super easy to do. So, I mean, you guys have seen how I've made a couple different designs now. So if I go back into the stickers and I scroll up and I click on upload here, well, now I can actually upload all of these different designs that I've made. So I'm going to select those, select each of the ones that I've made. I'm going to upload them into the sticker section, and we'll be able to choose those just as if it was any other sticker inside of the Salsa app. So it's really cool. It's really easy to do as well. And then those are part of your design. So yeah, it's very cool. And actually what I'm going to do as we kind of keep talking about stickers and the different ways that you can market them, I'm going to throw up on the screen here a recording of what it actually looks like from the perspective of somebody making it on their phone, or using the
Mm-hmm.
stickers on their phone, so you guys can see that. Um, but yeah, it's very, very easy to do, and you'll actually see me doing it. But going back to that branded opportunity, there are so many different ways that you can brand this and have fun with it. If you're working with like a soda brand, throw their logo on soda cans. There's so many different
Mm-hmm.
things that you can do. And I mean, when we're talking, we've spent a lot of this time talking about branded events, but branded events can be sold for a lot of money. I mean, that's a
Yes.
very high end event. I mean, Kat, when we talk about branded events, if you were to do, let's say we're doing something like this, because I think that's one of the most common questions is pricing. How should I price this sort of thing? If you were going to create a
Yep.
virtual booth event and have these branded elements, how much would you charge, or what would be kind of like your average price point?
So I mean my pricing is available for download. I don't think I have that link handy, but I will find it.
Yeah. Academy. Go
But
to the
I have
Academy.
no for virtual booth. Remember I made that sheet and we sent it
Ah,
out?
yeah, the separate one. Yep. Okay, we'll find
Yeah.
that and we'll throw
So
it in the comments of this video. So if you're watching it
yes,
later, just come on back and it'll be in the comments. So you'll
perfect.
find it here.
So yeah, so our virtual booth starts at $500 and then that's for like basic,
Yeah.
right? And then everything's an add-on. So super custom, meaning like we would do a custom start screen, a custom button, the custom props, custom overlays, custom backgrounds. That is $150 upgrade for us. And every single one of our clients gets that. Like we've never, ever for anything that's not like a bar mitzvah or like a birthday party, we've never not sold the custom designs and all that kind of stuff. So
Nice.
people are okay with the upgrades. Now, what we do is we talk to the client, we find out what they want, and then we build the ideal package for them.
Sure.
We don't break out those add-ons, right? So we'll say you get the virtual booth for this amount of time. This is how many, photos we're gonna include in your package type of thing. Because the thing with virtual is that like sometimes sometimes it can get like, it depends on where the link is going, right? Like if it's a private event, then you're probably fine. If there's 1,000 people, maybe 300 400 of them will actually use the photo booth.
Yeah.
But if it's like a public link, then you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we try to say that there's a limit of photos, right? That's included. And then if they come back to us saying like, oh, this is outside of our budget, because sometimes they just don't know what their budget is until we send them pricing, then they miraculously know what their budget is. So at that point, that's where we can like adjust things, right? So if they come back to us and they're like, oh, we were really hoping to be like at the $1,000 mark or something like that, then
Yeah.
we might scale back the
Sure.
customization. So maybe we don't give them like 3 overlays, we only give them 1. Maybe we don't do custom props, maybe or stickers, maybe we just do standard stickers, that kind of stuff. So
Sure.
the pricing, you should find your base package, whatever you want to include. And for most people, that includes like, the virtual booth link, like you'll match the color, you'll add an overlay or like add their logo to the image. And like maybe you would actually, most people don't offer like background removal in their base package. That would be an upgrade. So everything for us is an upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah. And no, and remember too, the biggest thing with virtual booth is you're not limited by hardware, right? So you can have
Yes.
multiple virtual events running at once, which
Oh yeah.
that by itself, I mean, you don't ever have to worry about being double booked or not having another booth, or maybe your booth is out. And that's why too, at the very beginning, when I was talking a little bit about how it's very important that you guys keep marketing your virtual booth, it's for that reason as well.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of necessarily giving up a client or passing that client over to somebody else, maybe virtual booth would be a better fit, right? So it's, maybe their
Yep.
budget doesn't allow them to get the 5-hour event that they want. Well, maybe that would fall into a virtual booth where you can give them an all-day event and it's going to be roughly the same price, right? So there's so many different options that you can do when it comes to these, to virtual events in general. But yeah, the stickers really just kind of take it to a whole nother level, and it adds that customization and those branded elements. And it's probably, I mean, I think this is really what makes virtual booth fun. It's one of the biggest
Yeah,
things that makes it fun and interactive and engaging. So
definitely. And like every holiday, I strongly suggest that you guys make demo booths. Like they're
yeah,
so easy to make. As soon as this came out, I literally made a grad booth, sent it out to all my clients.
yeah,
And, like that's the kind of stuff that they want to see. They want to see that you're evolving with the time, that kind of stuff,
yeah,
that you're offering them new stuff. So, Mother's Day is coming. I know it's this weekend, but like you can make a Mother's Day booth
yeah,
where maybe the stickers are a bunch of custom sayings that people can put on top of their photo, to send their mom. And then I don't know, spring, like there's so many options for
yeah,
like demo booths that you should be making and just like sending them out, putting them on your website, all
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and when Kat says demo booths, in case this is kind of like a new concept to anybody, we've done videos about it in the past, but basically what we're talking about is just make an event in Salsa. Make a virtual booth
Mm-hmm.
event like it was for a client, and for potential clients, send that virtual booth link to people. Just like how we sent you guys, or we're going to post in the chat the link to our virtual booth that we made for this. Do the same thing. Send it to your clients and just
Yeah.
say, hey, I just wanted to let you know we just introduced stickers as part of our virtual booth package. It's a fun way to interact. Here's a sample of what it might look like for your Mother's Day event or whatever holiday is coming up next, and let people play around with it, because truly when people play around with it and they actually experience it, that's when they fall in love with it, and that's when they want it. Which
Yep.
whole separate conversation, but same reason that if you haven't tried proposals, try them out, because when people see it,
Oh
they
my
love
God.
it. So yeah,
Yep.
it's a really really cool feature. And I mean, that's pretty much it. It's going to be a shorter live stream than normal. I mean, stickers are really not complicated. I think out of I actually think that out of anything you can customize in Salsa, this is probably the easiest one to do, because it
Yes,
really
it definitely
is
is.
just uploading it and calling it a day. So there's really not a whole lot left to say, but we definitely wanted to take some time to kind of go over it with you, share with you guys some ideas or some ways that you might actually want to brand this, especially if it's, you know, something that you didn't realize came out or something that you haven't had a chance to play around with yet. And as always, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. It's just support@photoboothsupplyco.com, or just leave a comment on the video. And I think that's it. Anything I'm missing, Kat?
Yep. Nope, you pretty much covered all of it. It's a short one, and I don't see
Yeah.
any questions coming in. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said too, it's pretty straightforward. So it's, you know,
Mhm.
I don't know that there's too many questions that could really be had. So if you do think of something though,
Nope.
feel free to leave a comment or shoot us an email. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video.
Oh yes.
How could we forget that one? So definitely be sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. It does help us out. And we are doing, we do live streams every week on Thursdays. This week was a little bit different. We did it a little bit later than normal, but normally they're at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you like this kind of content and you want to learn more and more about marketing your photo booth and different features in Salsa, definitely be sure to come and check us out on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So,
Cameron, Photobooth Supply Co has a question.
ooh, what's your sign? I'm a Leo, and a very proud Leo at that.
I'm a Cancer.
Mm.
Yep. The moon, something or other. I don't know. Kind of follow it, kind of don't.
Just, you know, you guys throw your signs into the chat.
Yep, there you go.
Photobooth
We'll
Supply
find
Co
out.
says yes, you are. I don't know if she's referring to me or referring to you. I think she's probably referring to you.
Or probably both of us. Who knows?
Yeah, no, for sure. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again, and we will see you in the next live stream.